We've all heard the popular phrase, home is where the heart is. Well, in my family, we believe that home is not only where the heart is, but where the food is. Like most of your families probably do, my traditional Mexican family believes that coming together to celebrate holidays is important, but celebrating with a delicious meal is imperative. Ever since I can remember, my family's tradition has been meeting at my grandmother's house a few days before Christmas and making tamales. This isn't only a way to help our grandmother prepare our holiday meal, but also our way of gathering the family to preserve a Mexican tradition. For the next few minutes, I'm going to speak about the evolution of our tradition, the cultural roots of the holiday meal, and the personal significance of my tradition. My grandmother has always loved cooking for her large family. My dad actually has 7 siblings, so she's had a lot of mouths to feed since the very beginning. Every Christmas, she'd work hard to make our day a little brighter by making tamales for us by herself. As she grew older, my cousins stepped in to help and found that making a tamale assembly line was an efficient way to both help our grandma and spend time together. This tradition naturally continued to the generations that followed, including mine. Once together, we prepare the ingredients from a traditional recipe, designate who's in charge of which ingredient, and begin. Throughout the process, we joke around, catch up on each other's lives, and of course, snack on our ingredients. In the Mexican culture, each holiday comes with traditional foods and activities. Specific foods are commonly eaten on different holidays. Usually, making tamales requires a lot of time and effort, so they are only reserved for special occasions like Christmas. In my family, food is considered a unifying factor. Whether a family prepares their food together or simply shares the meal, food is ultimately what brings them together. Finally, I want to tell you what this tradition means to me. As an only child, my cousins were the closest thing that I had to siblings. I looked up to my older cousins. I learned from them, and I cherished the time that we spent together. I've always been close to my grandmother and love listening to her opinions, or gossip, almost as much as she loves talking to me. For me, these two factors unite perfectly in our tradition. Gathering with my favorite people during Christmas time is the happiest time of the year for me. In conclusion, tamale making is a significant tradition in my family for 3 main reasons. Firstly, it is a dynamic tradition, meaning it has evolved since its beginning. It is also an important way of keeping my family connected to our cultural roots. Finally, it holds personal meaning because of the sense of unity that I feel every time I have family and I make tamales. At the end of the day, when those steaming, delicious tamales come out of the pot and onto my family's plates, I'm grateful. Not only because this tasty Mexican dish is about to go into my stomach, but for the company around me and the tradition that holds us all together.
Okay, Isabella, how did that go for you? Second speaker.